Hello, my friends. It's Zoe here from Yoga Burn. I hope you're having a fabulous day so far. I wanted to pop on quick and make this little video for you today that is going to share my top 3 tips for an hourglass figure. And a lot of us forget when it comes to an hourglass figure, that includes the upper body too. So the more balanced we are through our upper body and hips, that can actually really help us to give that cinched appearance of the waist, even without necessarily losing weight. So I just want to touch on this today because it is important, and I got a lot of questions about this from you guys all the time. So we're going to go ahead and dive into it. So if you can see me okay, if you can hear me okay, give me a thumbs up. I see somebody's getting their giggle on already on there, so that's good. And if you're doing the booty challenge or any of the Yoga Burn programs, make sure you hop on here and let us know. Hello, beautiful Karina. If you're just joining me, we are talking about my top 3 tips for an hourglass figure. That is something that I know is really, really important to a lot of us ladies. And of course, exercise and yoga makes us feel wonderful, and it has so many other benefits besides the external, which we touch on as well. But just for today's video, I want to talk about which poses and exercises are best for creating that hourglass effect in the body, because a lot of us tend to do, what do we tend to do? Squats. We're like, oh, I want to work on my butt. I want to work on my hourglass shape. We'll be squatting all day long, right? Well, that's not really going to cut it, and neither is spending hours and hours doing cardio. So whether that's elliptical, treadmill, that kind of stuff isn't going to get us that hourglass shape we're looking for either. It's not as easy as it seems. And I did put together the Yoga Burn Booty Challenge for women just like you who are interested in shaping that hourglass figure right from home, without spending countless wasted hours on things that aren't going to get us the results we're looking for. It's short, fun, effective, and everybody is already commenting and getting wonderful, wonderful results out there. So again, if you have any stories with Yoga Burn, please share them. And be sure to tap the link that I've placed up in the description box for you so that you can learn more about the Yoga Burn Booty Challenge, and I can one-on-one hold your hand, guide you through every rep, every exercise, and get you, help you look and feel your best for summer. So great to see all of you. I thought this would be a good time to come on. Hopefully some of you aren't on, you're done work and you're out here, so that's great. So let's get into these top 3 tips. So the first tip I have, number 1, is the shoulders. As I mentioned, a lot of the hourglass shape has to do with the shoulders, because if we're really narrow through here, then our waist and our shoulders can look kind of boxy. So if we work to build the shoulder caps, then that helps to pull the waist in and make the waist look more teeny. So a big part of what we do in the booty challenge is exercises that work the shoulders as well. So we're doing them in a lot of our lunge movements, working the arms and the shoulders at the same time. Also when we're, gosh, I'm having bad luck lately. There we go. Also, sorry guys, I'm waiting for my Amazon new tripod to come in. You keep getting really bad close-ups of me like this. We have to stop meeting like this. So any of that stuff where we're using the upper body and working to build the shoulders is so, so helpful when we're working on that hourglass figure. So that's something to consider as well, building up through the shoulders. Thank you. You guys are such sweethearts to me always. Very patient. So tip number 1 is work to build the shoulders so it gives the illusion of a slimmer waist. So that is tip number 1 for our hourglass figure. Tip number 2 is working the sides of the hips. Now, we want to work the sides of the hips because That helps to give us that nice shapely look. Oh, gosh, I'm just gonna have to hold you. I will just hold you and talk to you like this. One of those days, babes. That's the lives for ya. So when we work the sides of our hips here, that does a lot for also pulling in the waist, okay? So whenever we're working on the sides of the hips, it gives that illusion of a slimmer waist because we're building up through the hips. So that's something that you want to focus on as well. So exercises like your clams, which I want to show you if I can find somewhere to put my phone, that's gonna work. You know, I shouldn't order things on Amazon. I should just go buy them instead. There we go. So things like our clam, where we're working the side of the hip. You will also see in the booty challenge how we do some stuff from all fours, floating the leg up, getting into that side hip area. So it's known as glute medius and glute minimus, exactly. So our two that we've gone through so far are building the shoulders and the sides of the hips, which makes sense if you think about it, right? We want to pull the waist in, so we do our core work, but we build the shoulders and build the hips, so we get that nice hourglass shape that we're looking for, yes? Yes. And then number 3 is to activate the glutes. And activating the glutes is something that we do in every single Yoga Burn Booty Challenge workout. We spend the first few minutes of it always activating the glutes. A lot of us, and I've talked about this before, but it resonates with a lot of you, is the sleepy bum syndrome. So a lot of us, we don't even tend to feel our bum working when we're trying to work on it, right? We end up feeling our legs, and then we're not really getting the full benefits of the exercises or yoga poses that we're doing. So we always spend time activating the glutes. So you wake up, we help to prevent that sleepy bum syndrome from getting the best of us and causing our glutes to just not be doing anything for us. Because a big part of that hourglass figure is, of course, the hips. A great exercise to warm up the glutes is from all fours, pulling the core in nice and tight so you feel locked in through the front and floating a foot. We'll do this one. There we go. Kicking the leg up and getting that squeeze of the glute right here, then lowering it down. To see if you can really feel that squeeze and that connection, right? Because a lot of us, we don't even feel the squeeze or the connection during our workouts. And then we end up spinning our wheels and not getting those results that we're looking for. And the last thing I would want is for you to spend time on exercises that are not going to get you what you're looking for. And that's why I created the Yoga Burn Booty Challenge, because you can do it right from home, and every single workout is geared to fit in those 3 things. So if you are just joining, my top 3 tips for an hourglass figure. It has been a crazy video again. I'm sorry. My top 3 videos, sweetie pie. Top 3 tips are: number 1, work on your shoulders. Broader shoulders give the illusion of a slimmer waist. Number 2, work on the sides of the hips. Can you see them? When we work on the sides of the hips, that makes the waist look smaller too, right? Because the sides of the hips get a little bit, maybe a little bit more full, but also smoother. So that's something that we work on, filling out that area so we get smooth, so you get that beautiful curve from your waist out to your hips. And the third tip is activating the glutes, which means making sure your bum is in a place that it will actually fire when you are doing your workouts and your poses. And if you're not sure how to do that, if you're not sure how to incorporate all three of those things, because that is kind of tricky, if you're not sure how to incorporate all three of those things into each and every workout to really maximize the benefits, be sure to tap the link that I have posted for you up in the description box. Check out the Yoga Burn Booty Challenge and get started on fun, effective, short workouts that you can do right from the comfort of your own home on your time, your schedule, no equipment needed, nothing. I really think that it's a wonderful, wonderful solution for a lot of the problems that us ladies face when it comes to sculpting that hourglass shape. So let me just take a little scroll through here and see. Oh yeah, a lot of you are really liking this. That's great. I thought you might. Helpful stuff. Yee! Janet says she's got the booty challenge and it's fab. Thank you, Janet, for sharing. That's so kind of you. There's tons of beautiful women in the Yoga Burn Booty Babes group. So if you just click on groups right here in Facebook, you'll see there's two groups. There's the Yoga Burn Tribe and the Yoga Burn Booty Babes. Click on that Booty Babes one if you want to join us and see women who are getting real results in there, posting their before and afters. It's so cool. So be sure to check that out. Thank you for joining me on this beautiful Monday. Have a fabulous rest of your evening. Bye, sweethearts.